Somewhere in the middle of the ocean, right now, there is a ship the length of 4 football fields, and its engine is drinking fuel at a rate that will break your brain. 66,000 gallons a day. Not a week, a day. That's one ship. There are over 100,000 of them out there right now, and together they carry 90% of everything you own. So what on earth are they burning, and why does almost nobody know what it is? Let's take it apart. Start with the fuel itself. When a refinery takes a barrel of crude oil, it splits it into layers. At the top, the light, valuable stuff. Gasoline for your car, jet fuel for planes, diesel for trucks. But at the very bottom of the barrel, there's a thick, black, tar-like sludge left over. The dregs. The part nobody else wants. That is what powers global trade. It's called heavy fuel oil, and it is almost literally the bottom of the barrel. So thick, you have to heat it just to make it flow. Appetizing. And here's the punchline. Because it's the leftover, it's cheap. When you're burning 66,000 gallons a day, cheap is the entire game. So how much does a ship actually drink? A big container ship, fully loaded, burns around 250 tons of fuel every single day. But watch what happens when the captain does one simple thing: slow down. At 24 knots, this ship burns 225 tons a day. Ease off to 21 knots, just 3 knots slower, and consumption drops to about 150 tons. A 33% cut from barely touching the throttle. It's called slow steaming, and it is why your package sometimes takes a week longer than it should. That week is the shipping line saving a fortune in fuel. Which brings us to the money. Add up everything it costs to run one of these ships for a voyage. The crew, the port fees, the insurance, the maintenance, and one slice towers over all the others: fuel. On most voyages, the fuel bill alone is 50 to 60% of the entire cost of moving the ship. Everything else, every human, every fee, splits the rest. Put real numbers on it. One modern container ship, one 28-day round trip, and the fuel bill comes to about $3.4 million for one ship, for one trip. Now multiply that by 100,000 ships, and you start to see why the price of this filthy leftover quietly sets the price of everything on the shelf. And here's where it touches you. This is a single trade lane. Factories in Asia to a port on the American coast. Everything in your house that says made overseas crossed an ocean on one of these ships, burning that bottom of the barrel fuel the whole way. 90% of global trade moves by sea. 90. The phone in your hand, the shoes on your feet, the coffee in your cup. Almost none of it flew. It floated on heavy fuel oil. This is the layer the news skips. The fuel and the freight underneath the price of everything. Not glamorous, just the machine that makes modern life possible. So what happens when that fuel gets expensive? Here is the price of marine fuel across this year. It starts the year around $518 a ton. Manageable. And then, the same Strait of Hormuz tension that hit your diesel pump this spring hits the ships too. Marine fuel rockets toward $900 a ton, nearly double. Every one of those 100,000 ships just got twice as expensive to run, overnight. As the tension cooled, prices eased back toward the 400s. But for a few months, the cost of moving the world's stuff nearly doubled. And that cost doesn't vanish. It gets passed down, container by container, until it reaches a shelf near you. But cheap, dirty fuel has a catch. Burned by the ton, around the clock, shipping now produces about 3% of the entire planet's carbon dioxide, roughly 940 million tons a year. If global shipping were a country, it would be one of the top 10 emitters on Earth. So in 2020, regulators drew a line. A rule called IMO 2020 slashed the sulfur allowed in ship fuel from 3.5% down to 0.5%. And the industry is now aiming for net zero by 2050. Cleaner fuel costs more. And you already know where that extra cost goes. Into the fuel bill, into the voyage, into the container, and on to the price tag. You've been paying for the cleanup all along. You just never saw the line item. So there it is, the cheapest, dirtiest cut of the barrel, burned 66,000 gallons a day, moving 90% of everything you own, quietly setting the price of all of it. Next time a headline says shipping costs are up, you'll know exactly what moved, the bottom of the barrel. This is The Barrel, where we decode the price of energy, one number at a time. See you at the rack.